Okay, and we're on to the last premium widget, which is probably the most exciting, is the Welcome Window widget. So the Welcome window is basically a pop-up window that appears when students click your class. It appears at the beginning, at the top of your class, and you can populate it with content, with basically anything you want in there. It supports HTML, so images, videos, links, words, numbers, everything you want. So it is really useful. There are some technical aspects to it. So it does get a little bit technical. So what we really encourage you to do is to make sure that you are continuously going to impersonate a student and making sure that the student sees exactly what you want them to see. So with the Welcome widget, you can introduce students to your classroom page via an interactive and customizable pop-up window, which appears when students enter your class. You can easily spotlight important content to students, such as like reminders or forms that need to be handed in. You can always put that in the pop-up window. It's quite convenient for that. And the Welcome window allows for text, images, and video in a single or multi-page format. So let's jump in now, and I'll show you how it works. So from your classroom page, we're continuing on from the last video where we looked at the visual table of contents. And again, we need to edit our homepage. So if you don't know how to edit your homepage, please watch the last two videos to see how to edit your homepage. So to edit the homepage, we're going to move down all the way to the bottom to where the three dots are. We're going to click the three dots and we're going to do edit this homepage. And from this page, we're going to scroll down to the skeleton area of our course, and we're going to go where we want to add the Welcome widget. So usually we see this at the top of your page, so that's where I'm going to add it. So we're going to do Add Widgets. I'm just going to search for Welcome. Here's the Welcome window. And now it's been added. And what we're going to do is we're going to click Save and Close at this point. Okay, so as soon as you do that and you go back to your homepage, the instructions for using the widget pop up. So if you ever forget about it, they will pop up, and it will prompt you that you do have it set right now on your course. So what we've noticed is that if you have the widget but you don't use it properly, this comes up, and it also comes up for students. So we don't really want students to see this. So it's important that if you're going to use the Welcome widget, you quickly add it to your class, and then you set it properly using the settings and how you populate the widget with the content, because we really don't want students to see this part in the instructions here. So again, it goes through all of the instructions. The instructional window will only appear for administrators or instructors. In my testing, it actually came up for students. So just so you know, press next. We're going to go next. So it gives you some ideas of when you might want to use the Welcome window. We're going to do next again. How do I add content? So to add content to the Welcome widget, you have to create course content. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to create a module or unit with the title that contains the key phrase of welcome. It has to have the word welcome in that unit title or module title. Then what you're going to do is you're going to add one or more HTML pages to that module with the content you want to present to users in the Welcome window. So all of the HTML pages found under that module or unit will appear here in the widget, and it will replace this sort of instructional content that's there. And each HTML page will be a step in the widget. So you can have, for instance, this example has 4 different HTML pages, and it has 4 steps in the widget. Then once you do all that, the widget is ready to go, and it will just simply appear to the user the first time they log into the course. Anytime new content is added to that Welcome module under your course content, the window will appear for users the next time they arrive to the courses page. And the window will continue to reappear unless you click the dismiss button, which I'm about to do. So unless you click dismiss, it's going to keep popping up. If you just click X or you click back, it's going to keep popping up. So you have to click dismiss for it to go away permanently. The window will reappear even if previously dismissed when new content pages are added or rearranged within that Welcome module in your content area of your course. Then the window will need to be dismissed again. Any user can see the window again after dismissing it by clicking the handy Launch Welcome Window button on the homepage. So yep, we're going to press dismiss now. And now it's gone away. And if we want to see it again, we're going to click that button. But I just want to show you if I refresh the home page, it does not come back here because we've dismissed it and we haven't made any changes. If I want to see it again, then I click launch the welcome window, and then I can click through it again. So it's important to note that it did say that students don't see it, and I'm not 100% on that because when I go to a student account here, this is a student account, and I'm going to enter the class. Last time I did this, it actually popped up. So we'll see if it pops up. See, it does pop up here. So again, if you are going to use it, I would just be mindful that apparently it does pop up for students too. So please make sure that you quickly populate it with the content that you want, so the students don't see this instructional material here. So I'll just get out of that, and I'll pop back to here. Okay, so how to customize the widget. So like the instruction said, actually, before we get into customizing the widget, what I do recommend is that you probably want to get rid of this text here because it doesn't really make sense for it to be there. So what you can do, and this goes for any widget on your homepage, is if you click the down arrow and click Style this widget, you can actually change the setting to display that title. So I'm going to get rid of that title, and I'm going to click Save, because I don't want that the word welcome widget there. I just want the button there. So if you ever want to change that setting again, and now you're thinking, oh shoot, it's gone, how do I change the setting? Just go back to edit your home page, go back to that sort of skeleton area here, as I call it, and then click the widget once, and then the properties will appear again, and then you can click display the title and click save, and then the title comes back. But again, we don't want that, so I'm just going to cancel out of this. Okay, so now to customize the content, we're going to enter the content area of your course. And like the instructions said, we're going to click new unit, new module. Unit and module are the same thing. And then we're going to label it welcome. So it has to have the word welcome in it, like it said. So we're going to label welcome. The description of this unit does not appear there. So make sure like nothing you put here will display in the window. You have to add HTML pages with the content. So we're going to add this one here. There we go, welcome. And now we have to add the content. So we're going to do create new HTML page. And we're going to say welcome page 1. And then we can say here, welcome to the course. Please see the announcements below for more important information. Okay, we're going to do that. And then we're just going to click save. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to create another one. And we're going to say welcome page 2. You can say for your first quick task, please complete this welcome quiz, then watch the following welcome video. Thanks for joining today and see you in class. Okay, just some quick text just to demonstrate how it works. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a welcome quiz. We're going to highlight that and we're going to link it to a quiz in our course if we want them to quickly take the test quiz. And then just to show you how it supports many different things, we're going to also link a YouTube video here. I'll just search welcome. Okay, here's from Moana. We're going to just insert that here. Insert. And then thanks for joining for today. And then we'll just quickly import that beach picture again. Beach, there we go. And then there's a picture of the beach. Okay, make it visible and click save. Okay, so now we have our pages set up and let's see what it looks like on the home page. Okay, so again, it automatically pops up. It has the title, Welcome Page 1. Again, you can change all of that. Welcome to the course. Please see the announcements below for more information. And then again, that was all we had on that first HTML page. And then it became the next one, page 2. For your first test, please complete this welcome quiz. Watch the following video. So the video works and the images work as well. So it's fully HTML supported. It is great for engaging your students. You can go back, you can go next, etc., etc. Be mindful though for something like a link. If you, for instance, in this example, I said, please complete this welcome quiz. So when you click the quiz, it actually opens the quiz in the welcome window. So I'm not sure if that's what you want, but just keep that in mind that it does open it in the actual welcome window. So to change the functionality of that, just go back to the content page and go to welcome page 2, edit the content, and just click in the link and then go to the link button on the toolbar, and then the properties come up and you want to click new window instead of same frame. So click update and then save. And then once we go back to the home page, we click next. Now the quiz actually opens in a new tab or a new window here for you. So there is lots of functionality here. Again, it is a little bit technical in terms of all the things you have to do. Keep in mind that whatever you have in the welcome window will also show up in things like the visual table of contents or the content navigator or the content browser. So it's not something that can sort of stand on its own in terms of the content that you show there. It will also be duplicated somewhere else. And if you, for instance, think, well, maybe I'll just hide this module. If you hide the module, then it's hidden, and then the students get that instructional content in the welcome window. So it's not going to work in terms of, you don't want it here, you want it in here. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. It is duplicated in both places. So just keep that in mind. Play around with it, see what works for you. But currently, it doesn't work in terms that you can have different content in the window and then not have it in your content area in your class. It will be duplicated in both areas. So right now I have it hidden. So I'm going to jump into the student account and we're going to see what happens when you access the page from the student account. And then again, so they get the instructional information, unfortunately. So make sure you do set it properly so students don't get this information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to unhide this now. Just refresh that page and then go back to the student and refresh this page. And then here we go. So here's the content that we put in, page 1, and then page 2 for the student, and then the welcome quiz, etc. for the student here. So and it appeared again because I did not click dismiss yet. So we're going to click dismiss this time. Okay, and then you can actually see some more functionality that even though the student looked at it through the welcome window, it did not register here on the visual table of contents. So they actually have to go into it and click on it from the content view or the content area in order for it to register on the visual table of contents as well. And that goes the same for the content navigator as well. So again, there are some, technical pieces, they might have seen it through the welcome window, but not over here. And it shows that they haven't looked at it yet. So keep that in mind. The fact that it does have to be in both places, so they are getting duplicate content. And the fact that if you hide it, the students still see the welcome window with the instructional content, which we don't want them to see. So if you don't want to use it, if you're after testing it, just make sure you go and you physically remove the welcome window from the homepage using the edit homepage button at the bottom, which you get on the teacher account. Okay, so we hope this is useful for you. So please do play around with it and see what works for you, and do let me know your feedback for it. We hope that these premium widgets will be useful for you in your instructional practice. Thank you. And as always, if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to email me at paul.palma@ycdsb.ca. Thanks all.